The THV 11 Sports Desk, sponsored by your Central Arkansas Hyundai dealer.
All right, it was state semifinals for the big boys. Starting in the 7A, you see 2 games. Winners go home, or winners go to War Memorial, Losers go home. Let's start where else? A trip to Bryant. And look, you can't talk about 7A state championships without talking about the Hornets. They're hosting Rogers tonight, and early on, all Mounties, a shocker. Rogers went up 14-0 early before Bryant battled back to tie things at 14-14. And then Rogers back in front by 2 scores with 3 minutes to go. Bryant gets within a touchdown there, a little over a minute. 4th and 10 for Rogers. Mounties still up by 7. Rogers, though, going to try and ice it with a fake punt, but the pass is incomplete. Turnover on downs. Bryant gets the ball back with a minute, trailing by 7. Now we're under 20 seconds. Bryant to the end zone, tie ball game. We're into overtime. Both teams traded touchdowns on their first possessions. Bryant gets in there. Rogers needs to match a touchdown. 4th and goal for a shot to play in the state title game. Rogers tries some trickery, but Bryant comes up with the stop. Fumble doesn't even matter at this point. It takes 2 overtimes, but the defending state champs are headed back to War Memorial. Now, who will they play? Well, we'll find out. Conway on the road at Bentonville. Wampus Cats led by 1 with 15 seconds left, but Bentonville punches it in from a yard out on 3rd and goal to squeak out a 26-21 win. That sets up a rematch for the 7A state crown. It'll be Bryant taking on Bentonville. All right, to the 6A, and one of the best stories in the sport this year, Sylvan Hills. Winless the last 2 seasons, won a conference title, trying to get all the way to a state championship game. They'd have to go through Shiloh Christian, though, and well, the Saints ultimately just too much for the Bears. See the first 2 scores for Shiloh there. Sylvan Hills trying to get something going. Tyler Hampton doing his thing. Quick pass to Isaiah Howell to keep it close, but all Saints from there. They win 52-28. Magic season for Sylvan Hills comes to an end. Who will Shiloh Christian face off with in that state title? Well, it'll be the winner of Benton and Greenwood. Benton on the road taking on the behemoth that is the Greenwood Bulldogs. And this one was tied in the first half, a little in the third quarter, but ultimately too little, too late. Benton falls. It'll be Greenwood versus Shiloh Christian for a state title. For the 5A, well, we got to head to where everyone's trying to get to, War Memorial and Carter Thweet.
Now this is playoff football weather. Lakeside taking on Parkview in the cold. Both offenses a little bit cold to start this game.
In fact, there were only 2 touchdowns in all the first half. You're about to see one of them. Peter Oman for Lakeside. I feel like I've watched this guy score 87 touchdowns this year. We'll make it 88 and the Rams lead 7-0. But Dallas Bledsoe for the Patriots. Anything you can do, I can do better. And to the tune of 80+ yards goes Mr. Bledsoe. And this game is 7-7. That was all the scoring in the first half. So let's head on to the second, where the offenses suddenly figured it out. Am I getting deja vu? The only reason I know I'm not is because the play's going the other way, but it's the same guy, same player, same team, Dallas Bledsoe. All the way to the end zone, they get the 2-point conversion, 15-7 Patriots. But then Lakeside doing something they don't do a lot. They're going to the air, and Wally Walcott finds Drew Morgan. Remember that name? They get the 2-point conversion. It is 15-all. So how about a little defense? Although you'd think Lakeside was the offense on this play from how they tracked that ball. Pass is intercepted. So they get a field goal up by 3. And why don't we make that 10, says Drew Morgan again. Beautiful pitch and catch. He takes it down to the 10-yard line, where Lakeside would then take a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter. Who else but Mr. Peter Oman? 25-15. There would be a late rally from Parkview, but it wouldn't be enough. And by the tune of 25-21, Lakeside is headed to the 5A state title game.
All right, that means for the first time in 3 years, we'll have a new 5A state champion. Who awaits Lakeside at War Memorial? Well, it's the winner of Morrilton and Robinson. Devil Dogs on the road. Braylon Criswell breaking some tackles, getting the end zone, gives Morrilton a 21-14 lead. Joe T. Robinson, though, has hosted every round of this playoffs and trailed in every round of this playoffs. What do? They come back. Look at that. Pitch and catch, Reese Simpson to Jaden Todd. Would have been the game-tying touchdown, but the extra point is no good. Morrilton continues to lead by 1 until the fourth quarter. 8 minutes to go. Up the middle for Robinson. They hold on to win 35-28. It will be Joe T. Robinson versus Lakeside for the 5A state title. In the 2A, well, it's going to be all Northeast Arkansas, cross country, and East Poinsett County coming up with wins tonight. So those two will square off for a 2A state title. Remember, all those state title games will be played at War Memorial Stadium.